Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And you can see a smile on my face because I found a new way to make Misfortune work in the current meta. She's actually quite strong. My build is completely different than before. If you've looked at all of my previous Misfortune videos, I'm not sure if my build is still going to be between it. Yeah, it's not. Essentially, in my previous videos, I would always go for Duskblade first and just kind of like a mix of lethality and crit. I would always go for a mix of that. Now on the other hand, and I would always go full early game, dominate the lane, and that's it. Now on the other hand, I'm more focused towards the late game, getting those big first abilities in the late games, big chunks of burst damage, not necessarily focused on basic attacks. This build is not good for your basic attacks. It's good for your ultimate, for your first ability, and for your empowered basic attacks. More on this during the gameplay. So let me explain to you guys how you build this Misfortune. So you start off with a Mana Mune. This is going to be your first item, nice and simple. It's not the strongest item, but it's fine. Early game, it is fine. Essentially, you're strong enough early game to be fine anyways, because you're Misfortune, right? Like you're Misfortune, you're not going to lose the early game. So you don't need to build even more damage early game. You're always going to survive your lane as a Misfortune. So you build a Mana Mune. The boots that you're going to go for is Boots of Dynamism. This is the start of the lethality. You have 8 armor penetration, 30 attack damage, really strong boots. And next up we go for, here's where the fun begins. We go Collector. This is the moment where your ultimate will start to become somewhat useful. Early on in the game, you kind of want to finish off enemies with your ultimate, so Collector is going to help you to do that. Next up, we get Essence Reefer, guys. This is where your first ability will really start to hurt a lot. Something important though, how can I explain this? Proccing Essence Reefer with your ultimate can be a little bit tricky because you almost always, before you use your ultimate, you use your third ability to slow the enemies, right? And I'm not telling you to not do that. Like some situations you have to use your third ability, slow them and then ult them. But try to find those situations where one of your allies goes in and you instantly ult. Because when you instantly ult, your entire ultimate is gonna do, you know, the 25% bonus damage. The entire ult will do the bonus damage. So essentially you want to try to not use your third ability before your ultimate, but there's a lot of situations where it's still more beneficial to do, because slowing them in the middle of your ultimate is of course essential to hit them. Next up you go Infinity Edge, and then you go for the Cerulah's Grudge to get even more slowing and finish off the enemies. The full build, by the way, you can go Serpent Fang, you can go Edge of Night in certain scenarios. You would have to substitute like either a Collector out, or you have to substitute like a Cerulah's Grudge if the enemies are not tanky at all, or you have to substitute an Infinity Edge, which would be quite unfortunate if you had to do that really. But this is the build that I pretty much go for every single game. For the enchantment, you can go for Stasis or QSS, but Stasis is what I recommend. QSS is only really good if you wanna not get interrupted during your ultimate, so you can ult QSS. Only do this against compositions that can easily interrupt you, of course. For the runes, you go First Strike. This gets you a lot of gold towards the late game and is incredibly powerful in the late game when you instantly ult the enemy. Also increases your first ability poking by miles, early and late game. It's huge. Here, Gathering Storm. We go for a late game. I know Brutal makes a lot of sense. I know. And it's good. It's really good. But the playstyle that I'm talking about today is going to involve the Gathering Storm. Getting as much attack damage as you can in the late game and chunking down enemies with that ultimate. Every hit of the ultimate will just be fatal to the enemies. Right here you go for Giant Slayer. Almost every single game is going to be a Giant Slayer game. First of all, you already have Collector to collect enemies at low HP. Secondly, enemies can frontline your ultimate. So having a Giant Slayer will not let them frontline, because you're going to do 14% bonus damage to enemies that have built a lot of health. So this basically allows you to shred through everyone, whether it's a squishy or a tank. Here we go for Legend Bloodline. The healing is amazing in the late game. You don't want to go Alacrity for the reason that this is not a basic attack type of build. You're not mainly there to use basic attack. Your basic attack is still going to be decent, but you don't want to focus fully on them. You want to focus fully on your abilities. So having Bloodline gives you the increased healing, allows you to sustain through the fight. And then lastly, you go for Mana Flow Band. This is the only early game rune that you go for. I realize you really need Mana Flow Band. Like early game, you will run out of mana a lot. Mana Flow Band by itself will save you in the early mid game. In the late game, you're fine already because you have Essence Reefer, but early mid game, you're really gonna struggle with runes. So you go for Mana flow bad. Here you go for Flash and Exhaust. With different playstyle on Misfortune, Ghost is actually better. If you go for an attack damage, a basic attack focused build, like if you don't go for mana immunity, etc. But with this build, you want Exhaust, so you don't, because you don't want to get dived and you don't want to get one shot. So that is it. That's gonna be it for the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. So first of all, I am doing a skin giveaway. All you have to do to enter my skin giveaways is put down a comment under the video. Secondly, I'm not gonna stream today because I promised my mom that I would help her with her garden. So I'm gonna be busy with the stupid garden all day. Nah, I'm gonna be busy with the garden, and then streams are gonna resume tomorrow. Third of all, I thought Keys picked Thresh. You pretty much exclusively want to pick Misfortune with a Thresh. This game, however, I have it with a Swain, which I suppose could be fine as well. Also, Misfortune can be fine with Rakan, for example. Basically, you want to have late game engaging. You want to have a support that can engage and really suppress the enemies, stun them, slow them, all of that. Look at how strong I am, by the way. Like, look at how strong I am. We're doing huge amounts of damage to them. I'm exhausting him so I can just kill him. And there we go, we got the first blood. This is the late game rune, by the way. Even with... Oh my god, Keys got that one. This game is actually gonna get quite interesting. You will see. You will see. I don't want to spoil it, but you will see. It's gonna get quite interesting. So Misfortune also hard counters Draven, if you didn't know. If you're ever up against a Draven, pick Misfortune and Thresh, you're gonna demolish the Draven. He literally has no chance. Like, literally no chance. So the obvious thing you have to do in the early game, use the minions to poke the enemies. You know, use them to use your first ability on the minions and poke them. It's very easy. It works in a cone. I explained in a previous video that it's like an ice cream cone. Like, you know, the ice cream that you eat, the cone. It's behind the minions, the cone. Like right here, you can see I'm kind of waiting for him to go behind the minion. He's not stupid enough to actually go behind the minion. So yeah, it can be a little bit hard to poke the enemies. But like right here, easy peasy poke. You see? Easy poking. With the first strike as well, you'll do huge damage. He wants to shove another wave, which is fine. Like, we can shove another wave, that's okay. Waiting to use a good first ability here, but I didn't really get the opportunity to. Right here, I do potentially have a good opportunity. There we go. Oh, he was just a little bit too far behind. He hit him again. Should be a kill. I can kill him through the Nautilus. There we go. So I essentially killed the Darius through the Nautilus. Not the Darius, the Draven. Together with Keys. You can shoot a minion or another enemy and then hit the enemy behind them even harder, because your first ability will do massive damage on the second hit. Also, by the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. It really supports the channel a lot. Simple like. So if you haven't already, click on the button. It supports the channel with the algorithm and all of that to promote the video to more people. Thank you all so much for all the support you've given me over all the days. And yeah, that's it. So the second ability you're not really going to utilize too much. As I said, you're not basic attack heavy. However, of course, you want to use it when you're taking a wave. Of course, you want to use it while you're fighting, because it gives you movement speed and it still gives you attack speed. Like, the fact that your build is not mainly focused on basic attacks doesn't mean you're not using basic attacks at all. You know what I mean? So you're still... Wait, did I just get... No, I got 60 gold from the minion. I thought I got it from first strike, but there's no way early game you get 60 gold from first strike. I can ult him here. There we go. Easy peasy kill. Very nice. Early game your ult is not that strong. You can kind of just use it to bully the enemies. You can use it to clear waves. You can use it on the dragon. But late game is where it really becomes fun with the ultimate. Right here Draven started trolling. It's not an easy game though. You will see what happens. Like, you can already see what is possibly gonna be a bit annoying. This Hackerim is ganking me. He really wants to kill me, but I got the honey fruit and he couldn't kill me. He would have killed me if I didn't take the honey fruit, but I'm not that stupid. I'm just gonna take the honey fruit and survive. Now I have a huge power spike. Basically, you should also win every lane with Misfortune. You should win every lane with Misfortune. Well, not necessarily win. You shouldn't lose lane as a Misfortune. You really shouldn't lose lane, because even if you get ganked, for example, you can easily survive with Misfortune, because all you have to do is don't hit the same enemy over and over again. If you get ganked by someone, make sure you alternate between the hits. Hit multiple enemies one after the other, because that's where your damage comes from. And especially with this build, that's where your damage comes from. I wanted to ult him, just do a little bit of damage. It's fine, because I'll have my ultimate back for the dragon anyways. That's why I quickly used it now. to guarantee us getting the turret. I hit him with that first ability, by the way. But you will see, this game will get pretty damn crazy. In the late game, these enemies were huge. You will see. I mean, I'm just pushing, because Draven is trolling. I made him troll me and Keys because we dominated his lane, which is really funny. Yeah, I'm just getting a whole turret for free. The way you want to push turrets, by the way, you want to focus the turrets and you want to spam your first ability on the minions. Because every time you use your first ability on the minions, your next attack will be empowered on the turret. So you'll take the turret faster and you'll shove the wave at the same time if you do it like that. So you want to focus all your attacks on the turret and then use your first ability on the minions every single time. Right, as you can see, I'm taking the ward this way as well. Scuttlecrab, ward, Scuttlecrab, ward, Scuttlecrab, ward. That's the fastest way to take both of them. It's the fastest way. Because Misfortune really lacks damage if you attack the same target over and over again. Like here you can see, I'm attacking the dragon over and over again. I'm not doing a lot of damage. Like you lose significant amounts of damage when you attack the same target over and over again. Your whole damage comes from hitting multiple targets, one after the other. So very important to note. This one is very important. No way you just dive me like that, right? I can ult maybe. Need to be a bit careful. I'm probably gonna ult the wave here. Knowing myself, I'm probably gonna ult the wave here. They're not pushing, never mind. If they pushed me, I would have ulted the wave. But you could see how much damage my first ability did to the Vex, by the way. Absolute massive damage. It did like 530 damage. Which is unheard of 6 minutes into the game. It's like unheard of. Right now, everything is going nice and easy in the game, right? Like everything is going nice and easy. Draven is trolling. I'm thinking by myself, this is an easy win. All I need to do is just keep farming and not die. This is an easy win. That was my thought process right here. Like, all I need to do is just push. I was even looking. I was like, they're gonna be fine. But they weren't fine. And here is where it starts. Here's where the game really starts. Enemy Hecarim gets a triple kill. And here I was like, okay. Okay, wait a minute. That was a triple kill for the enemy. What the hell happened? They're pushing mid lane. You know, here I was getting a little bit more serious because I didn't really take this game too serious because I thought it was a win already. But here I was gonna get a little bit more serious. I saw that both of them were 1 HP. I still have a flash. I can just get to them and hopefully at least kill one of them. So let's see. I don't even have to flash. Yeah, there we go. Easy kill. Also first strike getting me some good. Yeah, there we go. Both of them were low HP. They did get the mid lane turret, but of course I have to punish them for that. Honestly, if I go back now, I should probably buy... I could buy an Essence Reefer. Oh. So here is where I learned of the power of the Hecarim. He's pretty strong. He just killed me and got a 500 gold bounty. Ouch, that hurts. That really, really hurt. So... It's actually gonna be a problem, this guy, because he killed Keys as well. He has 6.6k gold. I have 8.5k gold, so I'm fine. But you guys need to remember, the build that I gave to you guys only really comes online late game. If I went for the full lethality build, I would have actually probably... Full lethality would have been better this game, because I'm dominating early game. But not every game is gonna look like this, obviously. So now is the moment where my build is a little bit weak until I reach 700 stacks of the Tear of Goddess, which I almost have reached, by the way. When I reach that moment, I have a huge power spike. Oh my god, that damage, by the way. I'm just ulting him. Ooh, close. Very, very close. Very close. I almost just killed him. He had to flash, so that was good. Now I'm insanely powerful. Like now we've reached the sort of later game stage of Misfortune. You're still not at your maximum potential because you need those Gathering Storm stacks. You need Collector. Another rune that I forgot to talk about. You can go for Zombie Ward if you're really greedy. If you want to play it super safe early game, you can go Zombie Ward to become even stronger late game. I don't recommend it, however. Like sure, you get a lot of value out of it, but Mana Flow Band is generally going to be better, just because the early game is so much better. Oh yeah, I remember this Veigar was super bad, and I got pretty tilted in this game. I'm not sure if I was chatting badly this game, but I remember I got very tilted this game. Not pretty, I got very tilted. Yeah, Hecarim is going for me. I'm instantly exhausting him, but you guys need to remember, Misfortune doesn't do a lot of damage in situations like that, in a 1v1 like that. Oh my god, that Draven ult though. That was huge, that ult. I did kill Vex, but I'm dead. That Draven ult did super... Like, that, how much damage is that? That's crazy. Huge amounts of damage. I think Keys should be able to kill him. He has a Rylai's Scepter, so there's no way Nautilus can run away. Oh, nice, he caught him, very nice. Keys is also really stacking up HP by constantly hitting abilities. Like, my Swain is gonna be extremely tanky just by doing all of this. I think they lose this, by the way. I don't think they win this against Hecarim, yep. Because Veigar is useless, and Swain doesn't do that much damage. Oh, he killed him, nice. This Draven chose to just split push all game now, because he's useless. But I need to take care of it. I cannot give him turrets for free, you know what I mean? This is gonna be a second dragon for us, which is great, but I don't want to give him this turret for free. Yeah. Okay, he would have died anyways, but I just wanted to kill him. I didn't want to let him run away, because he's still worth some gold. Sadly though, I would have killed him anyway, so I didn't need to flash and I didn't need to ult. But I just wanted to make sure, what can I say? My red buff killed him anyways. 7, that's useless move. I think he's talking about the Veigar, but I remember the Ornn was also giga bad in this game. I also remember that. And that they were the reason why this game was actually really, like, not a free win essentially. Because now we have 2 dragons. Up until now, we're actually still kind of fine, you could say. The only problem is if we die now, they get huge amounts of bounties. And then we're in trouble. Like, then we're in trouble. Even though Draven is useless, the other champions are not useless, guys. The other champions are not useless at all. Because this Urgot has been farming like crazy. He's winning top lane against my Ornn as well. Oh, this could be a big ult. Nah, never mind. I messed it up. That was not good. They're fast. Oh no. I messed up. Yeah, and Draven is getting towers. Here you can see we're getting in a little bit of trouble. My positioning was horrible right there. I should have just stayed behind my team. There was no reason for me to overextend that much. Draven is getting 2 towers, by the way. Oh my god. Here's where we're getting in a little bit of trouble. I know my team is winning this fight, which is great. But they killed me and Draven just got 2 turrets. So the Baron did spawn and they can just go for Baron. Like, they have to go Baron. And I'm gonna have to take care of the Draven, because Draven is gonna get a 3rd tower, by the way. This is probably where their comeback started, I remember. Because Draven just got 3 towers, which means everyone in his team got like 1000 gold. It's unbelievable. Oh my god, that damage though. I just destroyed him with that first ability. You see how I hit it on a minion? You have to hit it on a minion like that. Ah, yeah, they were trying to do Baron, but Ornn just went back. Are they still doing Baron? They're still doing Baron. Oh yeah, this was the pivotal moment of the game. We lost 3 turrets, my team inted at Baron, and the enemies took Baron. And all of my teammates died. Yep. Now you can see what I was talking about. Now you guys can see. There, I got tilted here. Now I don't remember if I put stuff in the chat, but I got so unbelievably mad. Because this, like, I got trolls over and over again. Now I don't know if these people were trolling, but people would just had been trolling my matches over and over again, which is really annoying. Oh, that's an Essence Reaver buffed ultimate, by the way. That right there was an Essence Reaver buffed ult. It did huge damage. Oh my god. That is ridiculous, the damage. Like, the Essence Reaver buffed ultimate is built different. I can try to poke him through the minions. I'm not gonna mess too much with an Urgot. Urgot can win a 1v1 against me, even though I'm so fed. Urgot is very strong 1v1s. Look at Veigar, by the way. I told Keys that Stoneplate is the right choice here, because he didn't really know how to build Swain. He's just kind of experimenting with it. So I was telling him how to build it. Yeah, the Veigar is trolling. I think the Veigar was trolling. I'm not sure if he's really that bad, but I feel like he was trolling the game. Because, like, surely that's not real, right? Like, is he really that bad? No, but, okay, it's okay to not be that good at the game, but why is he in this rank then? You know what I mean? I'm running away here. I don't win this probably. I cannot win it. Like, that's the thing. This is the weakness of the build. This right here. If an enemy dives you in a 1v1, like a Fiora or a Riven or something, you're dead. You're literally dead. You're heavily reliant on your team going in and then you just one-shotting the enemies. Another champion that's extremely powerful with Misfortune is Amumu, by the way. Amumu is probably the best synergizing champion in the game with Misfortune. Because Amumu can slow everyone around him. And Amumu's ultimate stuns everyone in a circle. So Amumu is probably the best example you could pick with Misfortune. Amumu Thrash. Diana is also not bad. And in the mid lane, having a Katarina in the mid lane is also insane, because like you'll have a full one-shot composition. Everyone likes to go for these champions that do a lot of sustained damage, but no one really... Oh my god, that's what I'm talking about. No one really likes to take champions like this. Ah, Stasis, come on. Stasis. Perfect Stasis. And now we just kill him. Right? Now we just kill him. Boom, first ability. Boom. Easily outplayed. I kill him too, maybe? That's the... I didn't Stasis instantly, of course, because if I Stasis instantly, he's simply not gonna ult on me. I just Stasis the moment he was about to hit me. So like he was completely caught off guard right there. He thought he could just kill me. Again, this is not really ideal for me, this situation. Like, how am I cannot kill a Nautilus like this. I literally cannot kill him. He's way too tanky. Actually, I'm doing quite a good job, huh? Ah! Come on. Okay, nice, I killed him. With the help of my ultimate, I was barely able to kill him. But like this right here is really not ideal for Misfortune. Doing damage like this. You see, like this? I'm not gonna win this. Oh, I did win. Never mind. I did win. I'm just wrong 3 times in a row. I won every single fight in the game. But I'm gonna still say it. This is not an ideal way to fight as Misfortune. It's just my team has had my back a lot. Yeah. This is the 3rd dragon. Hopefully it secures our victory. Hopefully. They can just do Baron. I should probably rotate to the Baron as well. Like, I should probably help them with this Baron. Yeah, so I am rotating to help them with the Baron. But Ornn is in top lane, again ignoring the Baron, which is quite funny. It's literally the exact same mistake that he's making. But now I'm here, saving their ass. So we got the Baron. And I'm full build now. Now you guys are about to witness the full build Misfortune. 382 damage every hit of my ultimate. And it can crit. And it has how much crit? I have how many crit items? I have 2 or 3, I think 2 crit items. Yeah, I think I have 2 crit items. So like half of the shots are gonna crit as well. Can Rengar 1v1 Draven? That's the real question. He can't. He can't. He just died before Elder. We're in trouble again. Oh my god, that's the empowered attack. 777 damage on the first attack. Oh my lord. I mean, right here, this is looking like a potential good situation for Misfortune. I can just 1v1 Draven, by the way, because I have 5 items. But like right here, this looks like a moment where I can use a beautiful ultimate. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. What can I say? Just like that. This is exactly the ultimate I had been waiting for with this whole build that I've done this game. In the late game, you will even shred their tanks with this build with your ultimate. Your ult is just an absolute death ability. The enemies will see death in your ultimate. That's what it does. Just bring them death. Bring them pain. Like right here, boom. Absolute pain. Nothing. And now we just won the game. Well, me and Keys kind of 2v8 this game. We won. If I didn't go for the late game Misfortune build, we would have never won this game, by the way. Because that other build, the Duskblade build, which is also good, it does fall off in the current update. Like now it's a different update than 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago that build was better. So let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. I did 61,000 damage. Damn, Keys also did a huge amount of damage. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.